If you're gonna make me wear a face mask, this is what you're gonna get. That's right. I support my president on this farm. That's my boy, Trump. Trump 2020. And Pence, he's a good guy. Got the Trump signs out on the home farm. I'm gonna go put one on my farm. Well, we are cutting again today. Cut corn that I planted at the same time I planted that over there. 100-day corn. And it's right on a sand hill. This is the worst part of the whole entire farm. And it got about that high. The frost got it. And the other corn was probably this tall already. And we truly didn't think that this corn was even going to make it. We were actually thinking about just getting it under and just put beans in this one little section. And I come over and dribbled some nitrogen on it to kind of help it get going. And I mean, it took off and it's 147, 150 when we didn't even think it was going to make it. So I'm glad we actually left it. And like I say, this is a dead sand hill place. Like I said, they like that sludge in. We were starting to build this farm up because we thought we were going to own it. And I think that's what helped it. Because every other year we've done it with just regular fertilizer, commercial stuff or chicken manure, and it wouldn't do nothing. I mean, you're lucky you can get 50 bushels off of it. So that sludge does a really, really good job. We use it on just about all of our corn acres. But let's say you do something like that, this farm ain't gonna produce anything at all, especially on the sand. Like the drier it gets, we had a dry spell for about, I don't know, a month, no rain. And it really, the grass really took off here. It's still a little damp this morning. The grass is having a little trouble doing it. I sprayed it and killed it. Kind of hard going through the roller, just the pain in the butt with the point tip. But it's only in certain spots, so. Alright, so I'm opening up the big field now. I was all the way across here, so it's doing a lot better. This is some good corn right here. This is 114 day. I planted half the farm, the shitty stuff, in 111, and on the good ground I put 114. So I'd say she's doing all right. That was a grassy spot right there I just hit on this hen row. I guess I sprayed it, but it's one little grassy spot. You can see she'll start jumping back up now. I'd say that's pretty good for this farm. That is some good corn. It's 1464 Pioneer. It's 114 day corn. Damn, this ain't some good corn. Really good corn. Definitely going to plant a lot more of this next year. A lot more. I'd like to plant all 75 day for early to get double crop beans. I'm going to do it right next year, spraying it and killing it, doing all that stuff, and keeping the weed control down. That's what I learned this year we didn't do. See how the beans do, but I'd like to plant all 75 day and get about 200, 300 acres of 75 day, and then plant the rest in this 114 day corn. I mean, everywhere we've had it, it's been great corn. I mean, awesome corn. And the numbers don't lie. That's right on the side of this sand hill right here. That's how good it's doing here. Cut all that, that was 100 day. And all this, 114 day corn. Looks pretty good to me. I mean, it's pretty consistent. 1464 Pioneer. I am definitely a believer now. That was a bad grassy spot there. Just starts here, climb back up here. But still, 164 in a bad grass spot, still pretty good. I show you that stuff just to show you what brand corn we plant and all that, not to brag. Of course, I mean, it's good ass corn, so I mean, it's doing an excellent job. But definitely want to plant more of it next year. I would rather 1197 Pioneer. Everybody knows that used to be the really good corn. You know, that was the corn that you wanted to get. And it's still good corn. We planted a couple hundred acres in it. But if not more, actually it's probably more now than we planted it. But this right here, this 1464, I would definitely replace the 1197 with this. I would definitely do it. It's only a 3-day difference, but you know, we haven't got into, I don't think we've got to 1197 yet, so yeah, I don't want to sound like this is doing better, but when we get to 1197, I'll show you a video of that. It's not quite ready yet because we planted that late. When we get to 1197, I'll make a video of that and let you all compare, you know, what you think it should be. You know, the corn, what you think is better. And they're both on, well, this ground right here ain't the greatest ground. Like I say, it comes off that sand, and it gets a little bit better as you go over, but it's still not great. But I think the sludge is what really helped this year. We did half of this field in sludge and it ran out, and then we did the other half in chicken manure. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see what, you know, what it actually is going to look like. You know, if the sludge did better or if the chicken manure did better. I mean, that's going to be really neat to see that. But never done, this good, I don't think. And we've been farming it for, I don't know, 15 years or longer. Probably longer than that, honestly. So, but we got on some good ground. By the home farm, we got 1197, so I'm anxious to see, and it looks good. I mean, it looks really good. I'm anxious to see what that does. I never planted that Pioneer 100 day again. It was like 7529 or 0075. It was some number like that, but it was 100 day. I never planted that again. That was horrible. Horrible corn. If I was going to do a short season corn, I'd do my 75 day corn, do it the way you were supposed to do it, not listen to Pop. Oh, don't spray it, we don't need to do this. No, we need to do it the right way. And then get it off, get it killed a little early, get the beans in a little bit earlier. I didn't like that we didn't get the beans in earlier this year, but we'll see how they do. But we'll definitely spray it next year, get the beans in earlier, get the corn off earlier. And then plant a 114 day for the majority of the corn because it does really well. If you're going to plant a short season, long season, why not plant a 75 days so you can get your beans in? And then for your long season, turn around and plant this. I mean, we did it, we had this on, it's called a Red Barn farm. And I think it averaged 180 or somewhere around there. And so, I mean, it's really good corn. They were small fields, the kind that you got to open them up, do the in-root, you end up knocking some down and tearing some up. I think that was some of our problem why we didn't get 200 out of it, but 180 is still good on it. But I do the long season 114 day after seeing this on the two different farms, so it's corn. And then I'd plant my 75 days, turn around and, get it in, keep it sprayed, put a little nitrogen on it. Then I'd go and kill it. By the time it dents, do its second dent and get it out. Get it out as early as I could and get some beans in there. I mean, you almost got to do it with $3 corn nowadays. That's what you have to do. Make it work, I think. A lot of farmers are stuck in a rut where they want to do the same thing they've done for 50 years. And I just truly don't think you can do that. Not with $3 corn. The equipment keeps going up. And, I like the equipment. I want us to get I want a grain cart. I want a big field cultivator for running in front of the planter. We need another dig cab for a truck for a 4th hopper. Like to buy some farms, put irrigation up. There's no way to do all that unless you try to change and start trying to get some double cropping and things like that. And, Dublin Farms, I mean, they do potatoes and they put soybeans in behind it, and sometimes they'll, on some of their potato ground, they'll put snap peas or string beans or something. I mean, they always got a plan to get 2 crops off, and they've grown. Since I knew them, they were tilling land, but they weren't tilling the yard. Now they're like 5,000-6,000 acres. And every family member makes a good paycheck. They get nice equipment. They got grain dryers, a bunch of bins, irrigation. And that's how they've been able to do it. So, I don't know, leave me a comment, tell me what you think. So, anyway, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and then hit subscribe, it's free.